fentanyl and it results in someone dying, I'm going to charge you with homicide. In Lee County, Florida, you deal poison, we're hunting you down.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Holy!
All of these bin, fentanyl, 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 fentanyl. Inside, we've got 254 pills contained in 2 bags here.
This is Sheriff Marcino, the most OP sheriff in all of Florida, using social media to intimidate criminals from committing crimes and to let the good people of Lee County, Florida know the cops have their back.
We're bringing on the heat and cleaning the streets. Welcome to Operation Summer Sizzle.
After visiting countless soft on crime cities plagued with cops who have their hands tied and DAs who let criminals out the next day, what does a county that spends $250 million per year look like, and does it work?
A defenseless dog had its mouth duct tape closed, its paws duct taped together. And this oxygen stealer was a person of interest, but if I could, I would duct tape his mouth shut and his legs together.
Fuck yeah.
Lee County, many more to come.
So I met up with Sheriff Marcino himself to figure out why they spend so much money, where it goes, and if it keeps people more safe.
Oh, this is your office.
This is
have
sick.
law and order. Oh, look at this. We will have law and order. That's your mantra.
We will. That's right.
That's seemingly a rare mantra these days.
Now, why is this important?
It's the Marcino Mansion right here.
I don't want to have to call people to get what's going on. So as you walk over, first and foremost, okay, calls for service. Today, we're up to 972 calls. Yesterday, 1689. This week, 4289. This month, 50,284. This year, 261,879 calls.
Okay.
You can see we're running hard. But now you come over here. It shows all the precincts: 4th precinct, 5th precinct, 7th precinct, 300 plus cameras in Department of Transportation. I know what's going on right now, any place in this county. Aviation, if they're up, whoever's working, I can click on their camera right now and I can watch their interaction.
Can I see it?
Live Google. This is a big deal. And
What do you mean live Google?
So I'm going to show you right now. I can tell you where everybody is, what they're doing, and then I can also bring up, you know, any intersection I want in the county.
Okay.
Right now.
So you're bringing up live CCTV cameras right now?
Bringing up live cameras.
Wow. You have eyes and ears everywhere.
Everywhere. But I can go to any intersection and pull it up right now. So if there's a crash, if someone says we're in a pursuit, whatever it might be, it shows me right now. Plus, it shows me every single person working. The stars are where my deputies are. It tells me what they're doing, what they're on, what calls for service. It's important for me to have my finger on the pulse constantly.
Is a traffic stop right here?
So this is Deputy Austin, and right now I can see his body-worn camera. So it's as if we're on scene. We got this county locked down.
This can't be cheap, but I imagine crime isn't cheap either. Does this save money overall by preventing people from doing crazy stuff?
A couple things, right?
Yeah.
First, what's the cost of life? Is it $1? Is it $3 million? What's the cost of a life? For me, there's no cost to protect lives. Secondly, utilizing grants, utilizing drug money, forfeiture money, and plus utilizing our general fund and our budget. When you take drugs and guns off the streets, the crime rate goes down and the quality of life goes up. And Lee County is really, leading the way.
In fact, Sheriff Marcino claims that in 2020, when he was elected sheriff, he took Lee County from the 6th most unsafe city in America to the 3rd safest county in the nation when it comes to violent crime. While I can neither confirm nor deny that statistic, here's a graph of the violent crime in Lee County since 2020. At the very least, increased police presence with more boots on the ground, and Sheriff Marcino's social media conquest has seemed to communicate to criminals that if you commit a crime in Lee County, they will find and they will arrest you, which should deter them from acting a fool and committing crimes in Lee County. In addition to overall presence in the community, Lee County is taking innovative measures when it comes to incorporating new technology like this robot dog, Robbie.
This thing is amazing. It's replacing what could be a police officer going into the scene.
His name is Robbie in our agency, Robbie the robot dog. And we use Robbie for a lot of different scenarios through our agency.
This thing looks like it could hunt me down and murder me.
This dog is fun. This dog is a Boston Dynamics dog. There's over 10 cameras on this dog. There's a PTZ camera on top with a thermal. There's two-way mic, so we can talk.
Oh,
and
so
we can talk
negotiate with people holding hostages, or?
Yes, sir. Yeah. This dog can open doors. It can go upstairs. You know, provides that real-time information with all those cameras, so we can clear residents.
I've seen those.
And then go back to the command post and say, okay, it is safe for us to go in, or we kind of know what we're working with when we go inside that structure. So this is our indoor drone, and what we use that in conjunction with Robbie. So as
The
Robbie
ultimate tag team.
walking inside of a house, the drone is right over top of it, so we can make sure Robbie's in a safe environment as well. Yep.
Robbie is replacing what would be a police officer going into a line of fire potentially?
Correct.
Okay.
And the drone can, say there's an obstacle, the drone can go obviously over that obstacle, through a window, up a second story if we need to get there fast, and that's what we use that drone for. So this drone's gonna be up at 400 feet, so we're gonna have a much wider angle and picture to provide that information. To not only
Drones
our
have
boots
really
on the ground, to our
revolutionized warfare, entertainment, police work. Drones are insane.
real-time intelligence center
The
inside of our
drones
headquarters.
nowadays.
We're gonna be on the scene for a long period of time or just a response. We're going to utilize this drone response vehicle. Inside here, we have 4 monitors. All the drones we deploy in our agency, we're able to live stream into this command post. We'll see real-time what's going on, maps of what's going on, air traffic, and then we'll be able to live stream the dog and the RC car.
That thing, how fast can that thing go?
Well, this is just a battery.
Oh, I'm dumb.
Also, I uploaded an extended version of this video to my Patreon weeks ago, along with uncensored early access to all my videos before
That's
they go up on
badass.
YouTube, and exclusive DLC content that YouTube won't let me upload. If you want to support our boots on the ground independent journalism that is not
Tyler is
paid
the
for by
best, bro.
corporate
He makes
interests,
such
go
good
subscribe
content.
at patreon.com/Tyler.
Some of his
Oliveira for
content
less
is
than
like super political, which kind of irks me. Like a big political guy, but
$5 a month. I just uploaded the video of
Really
me getting
is.
arrested and taken to jail
But he really
exclusively
puts a
on my
lot of
Patreon
work and
for allegedly
effort and
committing a
time
crime.
and energy into his content.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
Wait, for what?
Put your hands right back.
No way!
Ask him about the Rainy Street Killer and
About the what?
the Rainy Street Killer.
Killer?
Thank you for your support, and back to Florida.
There you go.
Oh my God. This is amazing. I mean, it's quick enough. Let's say
Yeah,
I
for
had
real,
someone, I'm
SB.
holding them hostage.
Man,
what can
I
this
see what
dog
you're
do? It's
saying.
gonna
You
come into
horny
the
freak.
scene and give me eyes and ears?
It's going to give you eyes and ears. Exactly. So we kind of know what we're working with and what resources we need to bring into that environment.
How much does this dog cost?
I want one of those.
You know, where a lot of these,
200K?
it's used from forfeiture funds. So bad money turned good. So not the taxpayers, it's the actual criminals who bought this for
Oh,
us.
smart.
So this is the gripper. He's going
That's
to open
so
it up.
smart.
Could it clasp someone's hand, for instance, and take them into custody? Yeah, it's true.
There was nobody there.
It's just grabbing my arm. Oh. What just happened?
That's him talking.
But to all the baddies out there, the technology is getting pretty insane right now.
It's dancing.
It seems like there's no chance to be a career criminal in the next 20 years.
No, not at all. So we have a 360-degree angle. If we want to see what's going on in the back of it, we can, as well as in complete darkness to see if body heat of a subject on
So
this.
this thing can operate in the night.
It can.
Okay.
So even
Robbie
if
at
you try
the
to
moon
hide in complete
that time
darkness,
of night.
Robbie will find you.
It's horny hours,
Oh,
Jet.
man. Look at this.
We've got the awning, we got the big screen. So on a scene where we're at an area for a long period of time, this is almost our command post where everybody's seeing what's going on inside the house or in the air. This is just a nice feature.
In what scenario are
That's
you guys
dope
out
as
here
fuck.
watching this happen play out?
Yeah, recently we had a bank robbery and we had multiple units from different
Hey,
agencies.
I'm not
as
judging
well.
us,
They
dude.
wanted to see what was going on. You know, having this drone response vehicle, the DRV. This is our Black Hornet stealth drone.
What?
It's a little helicopter and it fits in the palm of your hand. We are the first law enforcement agency to purchase this in the country. This is typically for military purposes.
Okay.
But
A
now they open it up
stealth
to law
drone?
enforcement. And we'll utilize this if we need to be more stealth mode, just to get into very small spaces. Like I mentioned, in the attic or over a rooftop to see what's going on top of the roof.
Boy.
So this can maneuver.
Don't commit any
in
crimes
very,
in Lee
very
County,
tight
SB.
spaces
You're
where
from
the
Florida.
bigger
You're in
drones cannot.
Florida.
So
Is there a world where they could just explode at some point and just be used as like mobile detonation units?
They already are. Bro, I see all these war footages of Ukrainians, and they like literally just tie bombs to those fucking drones and just fly them into things.
It's like, look at that little antenna.
That was
It's
a
a great
toy, that's
observation. This
crazy.
thing is extremely quiet right now. Little tablet in hand. This looks like a delicate procedure right now. Can I push him? Yeah. You bad dog. Don't poop on the floor. Oh, you bad dog. Don't on the ground. You piece of crap dog. You're a bad dog. You're a bad dog. You're a bad dog. She left you at the pound. All right, yeah, it's resilient. Do we think these dogs are going to get faster, stronger,
as time advances, the technology is just getting better and better. So they are getting faster, they're getting more durable. This one, you know, you can move it left and right and it's not gonna fall over, it kind of corrects itself.
That's Robbie. This dog will catch you if you're acting like a villain. Don't try acting like a thug in Lee County, as Sheriff would say.
Yet, as someone who just got arrested and taken to jail for jaywalking and asking too many questions about a serial killer in Austin, Texas, insane tech
That's
like these
crazy.
tiny nimble drones and robot dogs beg the question of how powerful the police should be and if all law enforcement can wield this power properly, while at the same time acknowledging the upside of a world where criminals are less likely to commit crimes and more likely to get caught if they do. I met back up with Sheriff Marcino to understand his vision for policing the future and why he thinks this emphasis on technology is a massive benefit to the residents of Lee County.
Sheriff, what are we going to see today?
This is headquarters, you know what? And this is an important day for us. First of all, great residents in Lee County. We love it. We have law and order, unlike other places. People come here for a reason, not just palm trees and beaches. Proud to say our violent crime is down and crime rate is down the lowest it's ever been. And you know what? We're not apologizing for keeping people safe.
Okay, Sheriff. What are some strategies you're using to keep Lee County safe?
I like how Tyler's
Working.
making like this serious video and look how he's dressed.
Smarter and harder.
Okay.
Utilizing the latest and greatest technology. By the way, while we're talking here, technology is going to change, right?
Sure.
Staying up to date with it, making certain that our residents know that we have all the tools, worst case scenario to best case scenario, to keep them safe. And people understand, you commit a crime in Lee County, we will find you using the latest and greatest technology, and we will hunt you down, and you will go to jail and be charged according. So that's why people come to Florida. Why do they leave my hometown in New York? I'm a New Yorker, you can hear from the accent. They leave because there's no law and order. People complain and they attack me, right? Oh, a Republican sheriff. I'm the sheriff of the people. Okay, it doesn't matter what age, ethnicity, who you are, where you come from. When you call 911, we don't say, okay, sir, are you a Republican? Are you white, Italian, African American, Asian? No, we don't say any of that. We say, ma'am or sir, what's your problem? I'm the sheriff of the people.
Sheriff, if I want to deal some fentanyl to some people under a bridge, what would you and your deputies do to me?
If you deal in Lee County, Florida, you are 100% going to be hunted down. You're going to be charged to the fullest extent of the law, and I'm taking everything from you. Cars, houses, money, anything you have is going to be a forfeiture. Also, the most important thing is if you deal fentanyl and it results in someone dying, okay, D-HIT, the Drug Homicide Investigations Team, I'm going to charge you with homicide. In Lee County, Florida, you deal poison, we're hunting you down. I can show you right now what plane is flying over, speed,
just like
altitude,
Florida, man.
direction
I
of
guess he
travel,
is.
where they're going. Okay, everything right here is, the flight comes up, it tells you everything. It tells you what the plane is, where it's going.
And as the U.S. has had more school shootings than all other major industrialized nations combined, Sheriff Marcino believes his high-tech surveillance and increased police presence on campus can help prevent them.
Every school is being monitored as we speak.
So let's say a school shooter walks into a school right now. Could you guys prevent that and see it before it even happens?
The cameras are there. If a shooter walks in, okay, I can tell you right now, our school resource officers, we have one in every school. We have 2 in high schools, and if they have a capacity of 1,500 kids or more, 2 SROs. If someone thinks they're going to go into our schools and kill our children or kill our teachers, we will meet them outside and we will kill them immediately. We're not waiting. We're not waiting 1 second. And again, people will attack me on that. From here, this works on our analysts are amazing here. They work simultaneously with STET, our school threat enforcement team.
Whoa.
Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that every threat that comes through, we get between 5 and 50 threats a week. Now, the vast majority of them do not rise to probable cause, okay? But we don't wait 1 second. We look into every single threat. We look into the household, the parents. We look at everything. Are there firearms in that house? We need to make sure if someone says they're going to shoot a school up, well, if they have firearms at home, they have the ability possibly to do that. We also help them on the mental health counseling side. So we have mental health counselors that go out right now in STET, in the school threat enforcement team, and we're helping kids. Right now, we're watching over 550 kids.
In real time.
In real time. If they made a threat, what it is, where they go to school, and then we're working with their parents and guardians to help them. The vast majority turn it around. If they do a threat and it reaches probable cause, we will arrest. We prefer not to. So education and awareness is number 1. Last result's enforcement.
Okay.
Proud to tell you,
good and bad,
Lee
to be
County
honest,
Sheriff's Office,
why?
number 1 in the state on how we protect our children. Number 1. Right now, just for school threats. This is the busiest unit in the entire agency.
Okay.
We get between 5 and 50 threats a week.
That's a lot.
What does that tell you? It tells me that society's gone the wrong direction, right? Years ago, people pushed each other on the playground, someone got a black eye, you put a stake on your eye, they were best friends. Today, we're getting real threats. We're gonna shoot the school. We're gonna kill this one. Weapons on school grounds. Well, where did they learn this, right? As you're responding to the call, you see, it tells you exactly where to go, what to do. You're gonna hear one shooter, black and white shirt on, in the cafeteria, which is, H6. You're gonna know exactly where it is because remember, you might not know
I guess
the
they
location.
could watch you like fly by a window and watch you fly.
K9, K10. But you know the grid. And if someone is responding from a different area, they know the grid too. So anyone responding, we can stage EMS, fire, all by grid. So it's a quick, immediate, almost foolproof program that gets us to that point to save lives.
Okay.
In addition to increased school monitoring, Sheriff Marcino has a zero-tolerance approach to the presence of fentanyl, the leading cause of death for Americans 18 through 45.
I've seen some big drug busts you guys have had.
Fentanyl
How common is that? And what
fucking
tactics
scary.
are you guys using to take down these drug baddies?
Jesus.
First and foremost, doubled the size of the narcotics unit. And why is that? Not just because I ask, because we all know that people rob, kill, and steal for drugs. We also know that people overdose on drugs. So holding them accountable. The people that deal the poison, charge them with homicide. The DEA does a great job. We work close with them. Okay, you take the drug dealer off the street, you incarcerate them. When they come out, a lot of the times they're doing the same thing again. But drug dealers talk more than you and I are talking right here. And they say, and we know through conversations, stay out of Lee County, Florida. Our men are everywhere. We're not playing games. And when you take drugs off the streets, especially big ones, you're saving lives. People aren't overdosing on them. Fentanyl kills. And it's coming right through our borders. We know that cartel members, terrorists, drug dealers are coming through our borders. We can't control the world, but we are going to control Lee County.
So drug dealers are not welcomed here?
Not welcome. Matter of fact, the only place they are welcomed is jail. And we'll put them in jail. We'll gladly give them a matching pair of jumpsuits and slides, and they can go do their thing, and they can stay at the Marcino Motel.
But where do these drugs end up? Let me introduce you to the evidence chamber.
So this is our drug room.
Oh, it smells loud in here. We have weed in here or what?
We've got everything in here. Fentanyl, we always store in double bags and we seal it with tape, and it's stored in containers as well. So we've got a lot of packaging in between us and the fentanyl.
Okay. Strong smell of weed in here. And you're not concerned going into this raw, no gloves?
No, I'm not. I trust that we have everything labeled properly. Suspected fentanyl. So
that's kind of scary. Gets my heart racing a little bit.
So inside we've got a bag of fentanyl contained in 2 bags here. Now the person that packaged it, they should worry about the exposure. All of these bins,
look at these.
Fentanyl, 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 fentanyl.
Those stickers are scary.
We store everything in here. We've got over-the-counter Tylenol in here. Over-the-counter Sudafed.
Okay.
Because people use Sudafed to make methamphetamine.
Do we have
they get rid of
any
this
meth
stuff?
in here?
They have to send it to a special lab that breaks it down in a safe possible way. That's why they have to store it for so long. So the lab, these labs can intake more to destroy it safely and properly without killing themselves or anyone.
Here, what is this? Suspected fentanyl, suspected fentanyl, suspected fentanyl. And this is the culmination of, these are all active cases right now. Do you guys dispose of the fentanyl after the case is resolved?
We take it to an undisclosed location and it completely gets destroyed. It gets burned, and then all of the particulate from the burning, the smoke and everything, that gets scrubbed so nothing goes into the atmosphere. In this case in particular, this one is cocaine.
A little pill, a little rock.
This one's a little marijuana, just a little joint.
Mary J, all right.
And here's some fentanyl pills.
Okay, some blues.
So the thing about fentanyl is it comes in all different forms. We've sent some marijuana off to the lab to be tested because we have to verify what it is, and they come back that it's got traces of fentanyl in it.
That's
How recent is that?
scary,
It
Chad.
happens almost weekly that we
Yo,
send
they
it
should
off
have
to the lab and
followed
we get
them
it back.
in.
There's
Not the joint.
fentanyl everywhere. The dealer might not be selling it to you on purpose, but unbeknownst to them, it's there, and unbeknownst to you.
And here in Lee County, if someone were to die due to that, they would go to jail for murder.
Yes.
Don't deal drugs.
Not in Lee County.
Yeah. Woo. Whoa, look at this. Look at all those pills. Can we see it? This is all fentanyl? Wow, they look just like little mints. We're looking at a bag full of Altoid-like fentanyl pills
That's
that look like
wild,
the
bro.
average mint you'd pop in your
That
mouth.
could kill so many
254
people.
pills right there.
And the common metric, you see this touted often, is this is enough to kill.
At least 254 people.
Sure. Seriously. Scary stuff, man. Whoever handled these to get them into evidence, major balls, major respect.
2 milligrams is a lethal dose of fentanyl.
And these are
There's
0.5 grams.
There's 1,000 milligrams per gram, and right here I have 300 grams of fentanyl.
Has crime
Oh
gone
my
down since you've become
God.
sheriff?
It has. You know, it was
Jeez.
nothing for us to have 3 or 4 felony pursuits going on at one time.
All right.
I got to
Man.
brag, and I will tell you this, not on me. I'm going to brag to the great residents of this county because you are so great. You support us, and that's the reason we're able to do our job. When you have a cohesive team with like-minded people that want safety, security, law, and order, and the Governor DeSantis, of course, stands behind law enforcement, gives us all the tools we need to do our job. He sets the tone at the highest level. That's why we have a great state. That's why people are leaving California. They're leaving New York. They don't want, people are urinating and defecating in the public while people are walking to work. Poor people just trying to enjoy their day get punched in the face for no reason. Okay, well that doesn't happen here, and it's not gonna happen here.
And luckily for pets, Sheriff Marcino loves animals almost as much as he hates criminals.
We
I love
protect
animals,
animals to
too.
the fullest extent here. If someone makes an allegation of abuse or neglect, full force, the Animal Cruelty Task Force, detectives assigned to just that,
That's
they go
dope.
out, and if probable cause exists, we arrest them. And most importantly, we have an abuse registry now. If they're convicted, again, thanks to our county commissioners, I wanted them to go on a registry. It's like a sexual predator registry. They go on a registry for 5 years. They can't own an animal, and everybody knows who they are.
I like that.
And now I'm working
Damn,
with
that's
legislators to
amazing.
make
That's
that
so
statewide.
fucking awesome. That
Let's
should be
put them out there and
countrywide.
shame them and make certain they can't have another animal, for 5 years. You know,
Sheriff, what if I broke into your house when you were on vacation and moved in and presented a fake lease to a sheriff out here,
well,
or to a deputy?
I can tell you this. We don't have those issues, and why?
Tell me why.
Because we're not going to tolerate them. My home is my sanctuary. Nobody is going to come, break into someone's house, and claim what's not their property. You're out of there. It'd be over before it starts.
Sheriff, I know you're a busy man. If there are any criminals out there plotting anything right now, what would you say to them?
My message to the criminals is very safe, and it's absolutely 100% true. Don't come to Lee County, Florida. Don't come to Florida. We have great sheriffs and law enforcement officers throughout the entire state, led by our great Governor Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis wants law and order. Our senators, our state attorneys, everywhere want law and order. So if you want to live life and love life with sunshine and palm trees, you come to the state of Florida. We love you. We love everybody. Drug dealers, people that want to commit crime, have a good day. Don't come.
And for any criminals trying to
Damn.
run and barricade themselves indoors, Lee County's explosives
Need to
unit
move to
will find a
Lake
way
County.
All right, imagine a crazy maniac is inside a building. He's holding 5 babies hostage. He says he's going to kill himself and everyone inside. The cops and SWAT need to get in ASAP. Bombs on the wall. They're getting in. In 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! Holy sh! That caught me off guard. Damn, that was crazy. That was like fireworks. The bomb has blown off. The crazy maniac is shocked. He didn't expect the SWAT to come in, much less blow off the wall. He's spooked right now. His ears are ringing. His head's spinning. The dude has no clue. He just lost
Tyler's
his left
yapping.
testicle because something flew straight into his chest. The kids are shockwaved on the ground. The kids are deaf for life now. That was crazy. Look at how
Damn.
far this thing flew. Look at how far that thing flew. That's crazy. Wow, that thing launched off. So is someone inside the crazy maniac who kidnapped the 5 babies? Is he disoriented?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very good distraction technique as well as a hasty end.
And then, bop, 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 bop. Grab the kids, get out.
Yeah.
If need be.
If need be.
All right, good to know. There's a bomb for you. Lee County built
Do that
different,
too.
man. They don't play around. That was awesome. All right.
Number 2. All right, your turn.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. We're doing another one.
Fine.
Should I take out the safeties first?
Make sure you watch.
You want me to watch just for like immersion purposes? A man catches his wife having sex with another man. The man is now going to kill himself, the man, and his wife. He won't leave the building. He has a gun to her head. SWAT team says, get down now. He says, no, I'm going to kill all of us. SWAT team, little does he know. The
Blow
bomb
it,
is about to
Tyler.
penetrate a hole in the wall for the SWAT and the cops to enter. Before he even realizes it, the safety's been released. The pin is gone. Ready? And in 3, 2, 1. Oh my God! The man is half dead. The SWAT team enters the building. And the infidel are on the ground, bawling. The husband's now dead. That was the father of his 3 kids. They're deaf. That's a small price to pay for their infidelity. Lee County Police Department taking down, once again, another baddie. Lee County, man, they do not mess around. Do not kidnap someone. Good work, guys. That was a beautiful explosion. You guys are masters at your craft.
While the villains may be caught and the dogs and babies rescued, you might be wondering what they do with all the remaining evidence left behind.
We're here in the evidence room, and I'm here with
Lieutenant Pannoni.
What do we have in here?
We have over 140,000 items. Basically, this is the county's evidence handling facility. We have everything in here, from drugs, guns, money, wheelchairs, anything that's related to a criminal case. We're going to be storing it here in this building.
We're talking fentanyl, everything?
Everything.
That's crazy. Look at all those cores.
We've got guns, we've got crossbows, we've got everything. Yeah.
Okay. And what is its purpose in here?
Storage until the case goes to trial. Once the case goes to court, we send the evidence to court, and the prosecutors utilize that to help prove the case, and then we're able to dispose of it after the case has been resolved. Everything. As you can see, we got a wheelbarrow.
If I use that to ram into someone and kill them, that'd end up here?
That would end up here. Even
Dramatic
if you
example.
used it just to transport some stolen items, that's a fruit of a crime, so we're going to take it. We have things as small as a single piece of paper, whether it's a stolen check or a checkbook, all the way up to vehicles. We have cars stored on the other side of this room that we'll go see.
All the way over there.
There's a trampoline all the way over there, yeah. So the fishing poles are great because we take those when they're stolen. If we can't figure out who the owner is, or the owner doesn't want it back, then we donate those to the Sheriff's Youth Organization, and they take the kids out fishing in the summer now that school's out.
That's
Money
sweet.
counter? Okay, I like that one.
A spare tire off of a car.
Okay. Is that a PS2 right there? That's retro. All right.
Blood covered. It's got a biohazard sticker on it. So
okay.
we try to keep all the bios contained.
So I've hung out with some gangsters, if you will, and oftentimes they'll give me their gun to take a look at. If I touch that, am I running the risk of maybe compromising myself legally?
Every time you touch something, you leave a piece of yourself behind. So your DNA is being left behind. Your fingerprints are being left behind. Even by us walking through this room, we're constantly shedding dead skin, and dead skin contains DNA.
Okay. So we have a guitar right here, some tactical bags, Michael Jordan bag, circular saws. We got everything in the book out here. Everything one can imagine. Safes, blown open. That's kind of awesome. We're coming into the weapons room. Is that what this is?
So this is our gun room.
Whoa. We got swords too.
Yeah. Every cardboard box has one gun in it. Every blue bin that you see has multiple boxes and bags in it.
How long did it take to procure all these weapons?
We have guns dating back to the 1970s in here.
These are still open cases?
Still open cases, yeah. Cold case homicides. We destroy hundreds
For
of
real,
guns every
that's
year
big.
because we don't want criminal enterprise guns going back out on the street.
Makes sense. So you have people out here flexing that they are armed and they're not.
A lot of people think
I mean, this is kind of a dead giveaway though, I guess, right?
that might
Maybe
be a dead
not.
giveaway, but we legitimately have a gun in that room.
Oh.
A real live functioning firearm that has an orange tip painted on it because somebody thought if I paint an orange tip on it, nobody's going to know it's real.
Okay, fair. So it's safe to assume anything could be a weapon.
Yeah,
obviously.
this is a toy. It's plastic. It looks like a toy, but anybody can paint anything.
Whoa. Okay, we got vehicles in here. Are these stolen from villains? What's going on here?
All different walks of life with these cars. Some of them are stolen vehicles. Some of them are getaway vehicles used in bank robberies. We got homicide vehicles where people have died in these cars. We have these vehicles for any number of criminal reasons, and we're storing them until they're no longer needed for the criminal aspect.
Like, do you have people, like detectives, come in here and take additional photos and study? Like,
we have an entire crime scene unit that's all the crime scene unit does. They're dedicated to assisting the detectives with their investigation, taking the photos, processing for fingerprints, doing
bullet holes,
doing bullet trajectory to figure out where did these bullets come from.
This is from a homicide right here.
This is from a double homicide, yeah.
You guys took this car that's been shot. How many times do we know?
There are at least 60 bullet holes in this car.
And the soda's still in there. This is almost frozen in time a little bit once you guys retrieve it. So has the murderer been caught?
We're not going to talk about that one.
My bad.
Right, and we can do so much more here in our controlled environment than out on the street. The stickers say, if it says B, It's blood.
B for
If
blood.
it says T, it's trajectory. So T is
Wow.
for bullet hole, B is for blood.
In addition to the vehicles
Wow.
seized from crime scenes, Lee County's car collection of their own rivals that of Jay Leno and Whistling Diesel. And they're amphibious.
I've seen all of you guys' toys on the land. What are some of the cool toys and gadgets you guys have here in the water?
Well, we just got 2 new jet skis that we used this last weekend.
Okay.
And they help a lot with enforcement. And with the support of Sheriff Carmine Marcino, that helps out a lot with him providing us with those additional assets.
Okay.
Like this boat, for instance, it's 33 feet, has a full cabin, protects us from the weather, has 900 horsepower, get us up to 60 plus miles an hour, get us around the county as quick as possible to respond to those search and rescue calls as needed.
Can we see this boat
Damn.
go maximum speed?
Yeah, we can do that, and we'll try to do it here in a few minutes.
Maybe we can race the drone.
Yeah, we'll see who wins.
Okay. All right, let's give it a rip. Let's see if our DJI drone can keep up. We are witnessing a traffic stop in real time. We got some folks speeding a little too fast right now. How fast were they going?
It's a slow speed minimum weight. Can use on full plane.
We about to give them a speeding ticket or what?
We'll see.
I say we spare them if I have any influence, but we do need to give them a little slap on the wrist here. I'm not the judge, jury, or executioner, but how you guys doing? He's gonna be the judge, jury, and executioner. A lot of their job seems to be prevention and reduction of potential speeding accidents or bullshit that may happen on water or what.
A lot of it's information and then also awareness to make sure people are really, really well informed.
Hey, how you doing?
That was crazy.
I'm here with
Nick Fernandez.
Nick. Where are you from, man?
Miami, Florida.
You enjoying the waters today?
I love Cape Coral.
So unfortunately, we stopped you 2 days after your birthday for allegedly speeding. What are your thoughts on the Lee County Sheriff Department?
Lee County, honestly, they're very polite. Approach me with much respect. I've been pulled over before on the water in Miami, Florida. It's much better experience here. It took me a while to find my license, but I didn't print it, so I can't say anything bad about them. I've had nothing but good experiences.
Wow. Lee County, hard but reasonable. I like that. Thanks, guys.
They were educated. He saw that there was a difference in how the other vessels around him were behaving, and that's why he started to slow down. He's like, there must be an issue here. We're still having this problem because of the past hurricane, that the signage is not all the way up yet. So we definitely have grace with that. And we just wanted to make sure he understood his boating laws. But today was just a verbal warning. Everybody understood everything, and now we're boating safe.
But if you push that line, you will get clapped.
Just like me a couple days ago. Go subscribe to my Patreon for the extended
Another
cut of my time spent with
Patreon
Lee County
ad,
and for early
Tyler.
access to every video before it goes up on YouTube, including this
He
one.
wants us
Thanks
to.
for watching.
He wants us to watch the. He really wants us to get that Patreon chat.